What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Appreciate you rocking with me. Before we dive in, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the new followers we have to the channel. We have something like 75, 80 new followers, subscribers, whatever terminology you want to use. Really appreciate you guys checking out the channel. Obviously, a lot of you came over for the garage sale content. We do a lot of that. It's primarily what we do on this channel. But, you know, I also do a couple other things. We do some unboxings a couple times a month. Every once in a while, I do a farm property video. Last year, we changed the filters on my well. A little bit ago, we changed the aerator on the septic system. And it's going to be probably a month from now because I'm going to be going out of town. But we're going to do a little video. I need to crawl under the house and run some Cat 6 cable throughout the house now that we A, have Starlink, and B, in anticipation for the fiber optic network that allegedly is coming to the neighborhood. But what I want to do for you today is kind of go through some of the more interesting sales we've had over, these are actually over the last couple of months. Some of these go back all the way to August, but I want to share them with you. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Bangs, you said you weren't going to do what sold videos. What sold videos are kind of boring. Is this just because garage sale season is over and you're running out of content? And to that, I say, snitches get stitches.
I can't do it. Okay. We'll do it live.
Okay.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live. Right. Fucking thing sucks.
No, I'm just playing. That's exactly why we're doing this. But in reality, we have had a couple of interesting, more than a couple really. We actually had a few dozen really interesting sales that that I wanted to, you know, share with you guys that I think are cool to talk about. Of course, it would not be a talking head video without a little beverage. I got this One Tree Cider Company pumpkin spice hard cider because I am as basic as they come. Pick this up at Trader Joe's, although I'm sure you can get this anywhere. This is way more cider than I could possibly drink. I hate buying these giant 22-ounce bottles, but it's the way they come, and I saw it, and I wanted to try it. So most of this will probably go down the drain, but we'll give it a little taste here. Let's, what did I see? Is this 7%, I think? 6.9%? Smells really good. Smells like cider. Shout out to Bowie Beer, Astoria, Oregon. I tried to go visit them while I was down there, but they were closed for remodeling, so half the reason for my trip was for naught. Mostly apple. A hint of pumpkin. It's not terribly sweet, but it is pretty sweet. I don't think we're going to be able to finish that. All right, let's pop over here. And we're going to start off right out of the gate with this Sting Micro Brawler. You guys saw the unboxing for this a couple weeks ago. This sold within probably 2 hours of me uploading that video. Full asking price, $49.99. As soon as I saw that it was going for that kind of money, I had to put it up. I got two offers almost immediately in like the $30 range. If I had done plus shipping, I probably would have accepted one of those, but with free shipping and looking at where the other ones were listed at, I was pretty confident that we were going to be able to get it. This isn't even a very good photo. Like, I got the flash in there. I literally just threw it on top of the box on my desk and took a picture top down, no lighting, nothing. I just down and dirty took this picture, and it sold for full $49.99, free ship, probably net $38 or so on that. So that one Micro Brawler did pay for the entire box. Okay, in light of Starlink, this is my personal DSL router. These things are expensive, man. DSL routers, you know, a good cable modem you can get for $50 to $80, and I mean a good cable modem. DSL routers are like 120 bucks. They're not in, or at least they weren't in great supply when I needed to get one. I couldn't pick it up at Best Buy. I had to order it from Amazon. It took like a week and a half to get here. It was a mess. But I've listed my old one and it sold pretty quick, $59.99. I did do free ship on that. I was able to fit it in a flat rate padded envelope, so I got most of my money back. It's a 2-year-old DSL router, and I was not the lowest priced option on there, not by a long shot. There were quite a few that were, you know, in the $30, $40, $50 range, and there were some that were in the $80, $90 range. I was kind of right in the middle on that, but sold within a couple days, and I got back, you know, 2/3 or so, maybe a little bit more of my initial purchase price on that. This one hurt my heart just a little bit. We sold Detective Comics number 1000 Virgin variant. Beautiful cover. Who drew this? Suyan. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, but beautiful cover. Basically has everybody. Catwoman, Huntress. I see Nightwing back there, but just a really, really nice cover. 9.8. This was one I listed high. I had it up for $150. I was happy to keep this in my collection forever. I really liked this one. I got an offer for $135, and when you compared it to comps, like there were other comps in the $80, $90 range. So I went ahead and took it, sold it, $135. This one went, I think went to China. I think this was being sent to China. The name on it, I mean, it had like what was obviously some sort of code on it, some sort of alphanumeric identifier. And then it was going to an address in Portland, Oregon that I suspect is an airport of some sort, based on a couple of indicators. So I think it was a drop shipper or I don't even know what you call that, like a freight forwarder. A freight forwarder that was sending it on to, I suspect, China or similar. So that's probably why I got the extra for it. This one was super interesting. This was a collection of Billy Vaughn records. Swig of cider for the working man. Basically, these weren't worth anything. This came out of that giant record buy from, I don't know, 8 or 9 months ago now. So I've overpaid for every one of these records. I'm into them for $1 a piece. Individually, they sell for like $5 or $6 with free shipping. I said, you know, somewhere out there's a Billy Vaughn fan. So I just lotted them up, put them up for $60, free shipping. I think it cost me like $6 to ship them because it was a good 5 or 6 pounds. And somebody in Japan bought them through global shipping programs. So apparently Japan, big Billy Vaughn fans over there. But that one was really weird. I didn't expect this to really ever sell. Certainly not to sell overseas. I thought that was really interesting. These are those G.I. Joe trading cards we got at that garage sale that had all that kind of cool nerd stuff, all those Star Wars action figures that were overpriced. I don't remember. I think I paid $1 or $2 for these. These are Impel brand. They were in great shape. There were tons of them listed. I can't believe these sold as quickly as they did. I was surprised that they sold so quickly. I was not the cheapest option available. I do think having them in the 9 card sheets, you know, the protectors probably helped because most of the others were loose cards. So I think that probably went a long way in standing out. And then I did take pictures, not great pictures admittedly, but pictures of every single card so that you could see them. I wanted to share this with you because this is the kind of stuff that I sell a lot, way more than I ever expected. I picked up I didn't even record it because it was my last garage sale, but I picked up a box of old vintage electronics manuals. And this was in there, and this is just an RCA receiving tube television, I think, manual. It's not in great condition. It's all beat up. It's not really useful, but $25 with free shipping, but it ships media mail, so it cost me like $3. So I made $20 pure profit on this book for basically nothing. All I had to do was look it up and take a picture and list it, and that was all she wrote. I do really well with some of this weird, funky, old, they call it ephemera, right? Old paper products. Not like old books per se. I don't do that well with books, but old manuals and old charts and graphs. Yeah, this kind of stuff sells really, really well. And in conjunction with that, this set here, this is actually 2 different series of Radio Shack books. Radio Shack anything tends to do really well at this point. Radio Shack up until the late 90s, early 2000s was a culture. Like there were only certain people that ever went to a Radio Shack. And so when you find these kinds of old manuals and instruction guides and Like I said, charts, graphs, spreadsheets, that kind of thing. This stuff sells. So I had a lot of these together. They weren't really worth anything individually, but I threw the 6 of them together for 40 bucks. I don't even think they weighed a pound. These were very thin pamphlets. These did not take up a lot of space at all. And when you're dealing with ephemera like this, well, I shouldn't say that. When you're dealing with paper products like this, with books and things, and you can utilize media mail shipping, it makes it super economical to offer free shipping, because it's really only going to cost you $3, $4, $5 no matter where it's going. All right, last one we're going to talk about in this video. This was really cool. Panasonic range extender for a Panasonic cordless phone. I picked this up at a garage sale. It was like basically new open box. It still had the plastic on it. Didn't look like it had ever been used. I paid $5 for this, and I got a bunch of other stuff. I think I paid $10 total. So if I really added it up, I might be into it for less than $5, but it sold fast, and it sold for $75. Once again, I did free shipping on it. I don't remember I think this went in a padded envelope or it went in a small flat rate envelope. I can't remember, or not envelope, but small flat rate box. I can't remember now, but it was not a very big package. It was super light. Shoot, actually, it might have even gone first class, to be perfectly honest, because it didn't weigh very much, but didn't cost me hardly anything to ship. $5 into $75 is huge, huge come up. These are the kinds of things that I like to find. Somebody asked me, Matthew over at Immortal Arcade asked me recently about what my multiplier is that I look for, and I look for 10x. I like to get 10 times my money, because I'm usually buying things for $1 or $2 that sell for 10 or 20. That's just the kind of stuff that I'm able to find. So in order to make it worth my while, that's where I need to be. Now, if I'm paying $5 and getting $30 or $40, even though that's only a 5 or 6 multiplier, or a 7 multiplier, that's still a really good return, because I'm still getting like 30 bucks as opposed to 10. And as the sales price goes up, the multiplier I need decreases. So honestly, if I run into this again, knowing that this in this condition sells for $75, I would even be willing to pay upwards of $20 for it, because it sells fast and it sells for good money. And if I can make $50 in 5 minutes of work, I'm happy with that. I'm very happy with that. So if I ever come across something like this again, I'm definitely going to be willing to pay up for it. All right, guys, so that's just some of the things that we've sold over the last couple of weeks. Really a wide variety of items and a wide variety of sources, which was one of the things that I wanted to highlight. I mean, we had, the micro brawler from a subscription box. We had the graded comic that came out of a subscription box that we then sent to get graded and came back. So we had to put a little bit of work into that. A router that came out of my personal use. Some vintage manuals that I just happened to come across. And late in the day, I was very late to that sale. And so they had been overlooked by who knows how many people that just didn't see the potential in there. But, that's how picking goes, man. You got to keep an open mind, open eyes. And I think more than anything is be on the hunt for the right price. Because if the price is right, if you can get it cheap enough, you will do okay. You'll almost always do okay. As long as there's a market for something, as long as there's a buyer for something, you'll do all right. 11 Billy Vaughn records that I paid way too much for, buying a record collection. Somebody on I was going to say the other side of the world, but I guess Japan's not that far from me, but you get the idea. But somebody somewhere was interested and wanted them and was willing to pay for them, So that's at least the eBay game for me. I don't have, I'm super jealous of Lonnie over at Shed Flips. He's got a guy who brings him all kinds of new inbox, vintage, like toys and trading cards and comic books and stuff that is super easy to sell and has really good value. I don't have any of that. I get jealous of Tesla Picker and Cincinnati Picker. They live in these dense residential communities in a part of the country where garage sales are typically 25 cents, 50 cents, $1. I don't have that. I have to work hard to find my garage sales, and I got to work hard to find the deals and to make buys, because the volume's not there and the prices are usually just too high. But when you see those opportunities, you got to pounce on them. So that's it for this video. Once again, shout out to all the new viewers. Appreciate you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you thought. Let me know. I don't know. Am I selling things too cheap? Do you think I'm not buying the right stuff, whatever. Share your thoughts with me. I'm curious to get feedback and opinions on that. Also, of course, got to give a shout out to the longtime supporters of this channel. People have been with me for a few years now, from when we did a bunch of gaming content back in the day and then transitioning into a lot of mystery boxes a couple years ago. We did a lot of Funko Pops for a while, and now fully into this sort of phase of more generalized eBay, garage sales, and collectibles and collecting and things of that sort. So appreciate all you guys. Like, subscribe, share, comment down below, click the bell icon so you never miss a video. That's what they tell me to tell you, and I will see you next time.